Yes, sir. And I appreciate that information. I'm gonna head down there right now if I can find it. I'm gonna hopefully try to find it. But I appreciate you telling me that. I'm gonna go down there now. Man, that gentleman was so nice. He just got done telling me that there's actually a father and son down the road that have a carpentry shop and a sawmill. The father owns a sawmill. He's looking to sell it. I need to find out how much he wants for it. Just pulled into town, and apparently they had left a help wanted sign here. They were looking for some contract workers to cut down some trees. And being from Texas, you know, I do have a chainsaw and I do know how to use it. So, got my pickup truck here that I bought in the oil field. I was in the oil field for about 6 years in West Texas and South Texas and North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, all around, you name it. I picked up this truck when I was there, bought it cash, so you know I don't have to own anything on it. But that's all I got is my pickup truck, a chainsaw, my bare hands, and $57. And I'm gonna see if I could become the raggiest, brokest person in Iowa, and see if I could become the richest of the rich myself, and maybe become the richest man in Iowa. I am from Texas, so folks around here just keep calling me Big Tex. I don't mind it. I don't mind being called Big Tex. Might have to do something with this big sexy red Cummins I got here. But let's go on yonder and see if we can find this old sawmill and carpentry business and see if they still need some trees cut down, because I definitely need some money. And where I'm from, you cut up some trees and you sell it by the cord. And basically this truck bed that I got here, it being an 8-foot long bed, is basically like, depending on how you stack it, can definitely be two cords in which you could sell at any firewood place, really. So let's go ahead and let's check the map here. And he said it was down the road on the yellow brick road. So okay, so all we gotta do is go straight. Now that I just looked it up on my iPhone Safari there, all the way straight to the yellow brick road. Let's see if we can find the yellow brick road, eh? I love my 2006 5.9 Cummins that I got here. She's so pretty. She sounds lovely too. Is this the yellow brick road? I don't think this is the yellow brick road, but it might be. That looks like a carpentry shop, right? And a sawmill over yonder in the corner. Go on and take a peek, see if we are not mistaken here. I love Iowa. Iowa is such a beautiful place. Illinois and such. The Midwest is beautiful. Pull in here, put it in second with this ZF6 transmission we got here. G56, I'm sorry, G56 transmission. I be getting confused because I had a Duramax 2 at one point. I've actually even had a 6.7 Cummins. It was a 1-ton flatbed with a standard G56 transmission as well. So maybe one day I can buy me another crew cab flatbed, or maybe I can buy a flatbed for my sexy pickup truck here. Let's go ahead and see if they still need some work done here at Jackson Carpentry Woodwork. Apparently this is the son's business. Looks like he might live on property, or I don't know what's going on there. Maybe this place might be for rent. Maybe it might be for sale, might part of the property. Apparently his father, I guess this is Jackson Sawmill, his father is supposedly selling this place. I wonder if they got a for sale sign. I'm gonna kind of get in a hurry here and run over here. I'm kind of excited. Is this the for sale sign here? All right, so it looks like he's asking 90,000 for it. Wow, 90,000. Well, I have $57. Well, would you take $57, sir? We'd have to ask him, right? Well, let's go on over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask the son here if he still needs some work done. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I just got done talking to the son. He said that I am welcome to cut all the wood that they have all around their property. They desperately have been in dire need of wood and workers. They are both getting up there in age. Turns out the father is in his 80s and the son is in his 60s. These are some very old people, and they would like to be retired. And they say that not only is the saw business for sale, but the son said that he is even willing to sell the carpentry business for $60,000, but that the father, being older, would like to sell first. So I definitely understand that. He says that I talked to the old man, and he was telling me that the sawmill that he has makes planks for the people. You can keep it for yourself, or you can sell it, he said. And then he said you could also distribute it if you wanted it to his son's business, which could be mine one day as well. And the son turns it into furniture and sells it at an even higher price. So, with their permission, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these trees. We'll cut the first one together so you can go ahead and see my method here. My method of madness. I'm a crazy man. I'm a crazy man. I go crazy with it. Now, I know when it comes to selling firewood, as it is at every firewood place, they love it when you delimit. They will pay you more when it's nice and neat. Some places will not even take it with the limbs on it. I've come across that plenty of times. And they like it when you already cut it into sections. I'm going to say an appropriate section for a place like this is not only something I can carry, but probably like 2 meters, 2-3 meters. Looks like I can't even carry 2.5 meters of pine. Pretty heavy. I try to just nudging. Go ahead and cut this in half. Bring this out here. Woof. I'm gonna need me some Gatorade in a little bit. Ain't nothing like Gatorade when you're cutting down firewood on a hot, sunny day. I love my favorite ambient temperature is sunny and 75. And you can definitely get sunny and 75 in Iowa. Just not in the winter. Ooh, man. We're already in August. September's coming up. The winter will be here before I know it. And I don't even have a place to live. Now, the father did tell me that the house on the property is included because it is there for whoever the branch manager is. He does not currently have a branch manager. It's currently the son, and the son lives at his house with his wife and kids. They have a farm here in the city, and with it being vacant, if I am to buy the sawmill, then I can automatically move into that beautiful house there. So those are all very weak now. So now can I cut logs? Alright. So now you can actually get it. So that, I would say, while I'm here, anything that I cut close here like this, probably 3 meters. They probably would like it to be shorter. What is... I wish I was good at eyeballing. Let's see. That's... Okay, that's about right, yeah. I'm going to cut them into 2 meters for them. I'm going to make it nice and neat. 2 meters is what I'm gonna cut my trees down to, if I can, what I can carry. You know, I'm strong, but I'm not, I'm not a Superman. And we'll get these down. It'll be a long day. But you know what? Owning a business is so worth it. And being able to sell pallets and furniture is a good profitable business. My dream is to be a cattle farmer and to grow some corn. I would love to be able to have a cornfield going, have some cattle going, get some chickens, and breed them. I like breeding Black Angus. I wouldn't mind having a few dairy cows and selling some milk. That would be the ideal goal for me. Get this sawmill up and running. Maybe buy the carpentry business, turn that going. Get me some money. He did say that the sawmill has this storage facility on it too. That's gonna be pretty nice. They're looking for someone to cut the grass as well. They said they don't care. They don't care what happens to the grass when it's gone. They just want it gone, or not gone, but they just want it mowed. I mean, as any business owner, they want a nice mowed area, and I do not blame them. Not one bit. So let's go ahead and bring the pickup over here so we don't have to carry piece by piece. We'll get this first load loaded and sold, and then I'll take little Snapchat highlights of every load that I drop off, and that is what you will see after this first load. You don't have to bear witness to me cutting every single tree here and bore you to death. We're gonna run in the big piece, so we're feeling mighty. I'm so glad he's willing to buy the wood from me, 'cause he desperately needs it for his furniture, so I don't blame him. Kinda. My tailgate here, make it easier on me. Got one of them power tailgates that I installed, along with that custom interior that I got put in here now with all that oil fill money I was making. The 06 truck, but I got that. I paid like $6,500 for them to upgrade the dashboard to like a 2020 model, 2021 model. Totally worth it. Maybe we'll pay to add some Longhorn Laramate seats in it next. Probably run me like $4,500, $5,000. We'll look into it. Then we'll have some sexy brown Laramate seats up in here. Longhorn. Stacking wood. Stacking wood. Now we do have to always buy fuel for the chainsaw. We gotta always buy fuel for the chainsaw, and we gotta always buy chain lubricant for this steel. You got the little reservoir down at the bottom with the black flip handle. We gotta fill that up with everything. So that's why we're already down $5, because we gotta pay for that steel fuel. That steel fuel ain't cheap. It definitely is not. Like $20 a can, $12.99 a can if you're lucky for that steel 50 mix. But boy, does that steel mixer, does it work good? It worked damn good, tell you that. Ugh, okay, this big old piece over here. Ugh. I'm ready to break in a sweat. To move the truck a little closer. Or you know, we'll just sell this real quick while we're here. Do you take both at the same time, bud, or do I need to move a little closer? You let me know here in a second. I'll move a little closer, bud, if you need me to. $1,100 off our first little load. And that was just one tree. That was one small pine tree. So, let's see how many trees we can get out of here. I'll be taking Snapchats of every load that we pull in. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work here. So nice here. Such a beautiful place. That was a good lunch break. Alright. Let's start taking these loads in. Headed into town. Spent about $23 on some lunch and some fuel for the chainsaw. You know the chainsaw always needs some fuel. Got a few piles already made of some trees I cut down. Probably cut about 4 or 5 trees already. So I can clearly tell that I definitely need to take him up on the mowing that he has advised here. He said that he needs somebody to mow. Definitely need a trailer so I can start making money faster. So my goal is to get a little over 5,000. And once we get 5,000, then we can go ahead and head down to the store and see if maybe they have a little trailer and a little mower I can pick up, something to start with. There's so many bushes and grass all over the place, and it's just getting hard to see. Plus, who doesn't want a mower, right? Go ahead and load up a little bit of this wood. Oof, ran into my tailgate there. Hit my head on it. Oh. Good thing that's not that heavy. She's got dinks and scratches a little bit here and there, I'm sure. She's an old thing. Peaceful out here. Nice and quiet. No traffic, cars driving by, being annoying. Get over yonder. Was it not? Probably fit a few more pieces. Come over to one of my other spots. Leave the truck running for a second. You know, we love the sound of diesels. Leave that puppy running just because I love the sound of it. Big rat. Ugh. Corn over yonder. Look at this big old pile in here. Yeah. A lot of wood. Oh, you're shaking and shaking. It might explode. Go slow. Really testing the limits of my truck bed mounts here. Yes, sir. I got a big old one over here, sir. Take this wood off my hand, sir. Appreciate you. Get about 500, maybe 6 grand. We'll head on down to the store. We can get a trailer and a mower. That'd be quite lovely. Then maybe a tractor and a baler. Oof, boy, don't want to get ahead of myself now. Got big plans. Got big plans here in Iowa. Here in Plainsview, Iowa. That's the name of this town. We're in. Now the gentleman at the carpenter store did tell me he does not mind any type of wood. He says pine is the cheapest, spruce is the second most expensive, and that he's willing to pay the most for oak. And he does have some oak here. I did cut down some oak over there. So thankful for the diversity of the trees that he has here on him and his father's property. Yes, sir. Another one that's working hard. Now these trees will not grow back on themselves, so eventually when we do run out of trees, not here, but on the map, we'll have to find a plot of land that we'll have to buy, and we will plant some trees. That way when we're doing some farming with our corn and doing some cattle ranching, raising some chickens, we can let some of our trees grow, harvest some more trees. I think I did have a power over somewhere over here. We'll turn this baby off for a second because I gotta cut up some pieces. This oak is heavy here. Any of these pieces ready to go? Oh, we got some paste to go. Whoa. Gotta delimb this sucker here, baby. Hop on the tailgate here. Delimb this, baby. Ooh, that's a decent sized piece of oak there, sir. And when we get down to the store, we might have to think about getting a headache rack put on this bed here for us. I believe the lady at the store told me that they have a headache rack that they could add for me. Might just have to do that. Don't want to bust my windshield here. We're going to be cutting a little bit of this wood. Until we get that sawmill. Once we get the sawmill, we don't really have to cut them up the way we're cutting them right now, because I got workers in there that I pay per month that they'll accept the wood how I drop it off, and they will go right to producing it into pallets using the machinery that we have inside that beautiful sawmill that old man currently owns right now. I've made it my mission to steal it from him. I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna buy it from him. For 90 grand, I basically am stealing it from him. He has no idea I plan to make millions with it. This piece just doesn't want to be. Alright, take this in. Fit a hole. You down. Hold that thought, sir. I'll be right back. That fella's a chatterbox up in there. Yeah, we definitely need a headache rack. Get this back, turn this right. Batting. Alright, we need to cut up this oak a little bit more. See, if I cut it in a piece like this, it's way too heavy. 350. But this is like a very, very old tree. It's over 100-year-old tree. Make me some chairs out of this. To make me some tables out of this. Bar stools. Name it. Center mounds. Big old heavy ones of guns. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Must have been an earthquake there. This was a nice tree. I thank you, tree, for letting me harvest you. Promise was for a good cause. Yes, sir. There's another one for you. Shaving your head. Big old chunks. That's some big old chunks. Chunkers. Wait till I have enough money to buy me a little tractor. Make this a whole lot easier. Almost forgot you there, little fella. I need to mow this grass so I can see. I think that's all of them. Put it in reverse, Terry. Drop it first. Slow release off the clutch. All right. We've made our first $10,000. Well, my tailgate, my little power function. That was $1,500 to have that power lifted. Installed. I'm gonna head on back down to the store here. Which way? Head on down to the store and see if they got a trailer in the middle of the sun. And get some like grass cut and make hauling the lawns a little easier. Nothing crazy yet. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself now. Years passing steers. didn't curb check. That's just my suspension. How's that look, y'all? Ooh, that's horrible. People inside are probably laughing. I can't park. Alright. Just automatic. Nobody's in here, huh? Do they have a self-app? They have a self-app? Alright, so I just got done giving her the money. I went ahead and had my truck upfitted with a headache rack, and she had a combination package with a LED light bar attached to it. It ran me a little over $1,800, $1,850 to be exact. So she said they moved it over to the workshop, or they got done finished working on it. Looks pretty nice. So now we'll be protected. We can throw some limbs up there without having to keep on damaging the roof. Because if you look at the roof here, we were starting to do some damage to the roof. Yeah, with those logs. So we definitely needed this headache rack. And then she did have a trailer and mower that was recently traded in. And it ran me a little over $7,728 out the door with TT and L. So she said they would have somebody bring it over to the front, but it looks like maybe she meant to say the side. I see it over here. So now we have us a little trailer on the mower. It does have a 2,000 liter bagger with it. She said that the guy bought it, and before he could even use it, that he just wanted the default on loan, so I got it for a steal. This whole setup. So we spent a little over $9,000. We're back down to $500. But we do have a trailer now and a mower with a bagger. And a headache rack with a light bar. Let's go ahead and get on back down to the carpentry place and let's do some mowing and cut some more trees. Alright, so we just got the mower unloaded back at the carpenter shop, giving it a little test run. check in on our progress here in just a second. This mower is just making easy light work out of this field. But it's really got me wanting to, because I need to do something. I need to be able to bale this grass. So I called the store up and I asked the lady, turn this mower off for a second. I asked the lady if they had any deals on anything. She said they did have a older tractor that had been traded in. They have a baler that is new, that's not old, and they have a bell wrapper available. All in all, she told me I'd probably be looking at $74,000 out the door just for the basic baling package that I could get out of a tractor, baler, and wrapper. So we need $74,000 for that, and we need $90,000 for the sawmill. And I'd really like to try to accomplish both. So we're gonna take a little bit of break on the mowing. We got a little bit of time left on the day. Let's see what we can get as far as wood salvage for the rest of the day. Whoa, buddy. This guy lied to me. He didn't have as many trees as he told me he did. Let me knock down as many of these that I can, and we'll see what we can get cut up here and loaded and hauled in here in just a second. Loading. $3,000. There you go, boss. I mean, yeah, if you don't mind. Sure. I mean, yeah, that sounds good to me. Alright, man. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow. Wow, okay, so he just told me that his father has given him permission to let me crash the night here for doing as much good work as I can. So it's getting pretty late here, and they noticed me working overtime. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some repairs and call it a night. Let's go ahead and park the truck. That was a close one. Breaking ball over here. Right here. Park my mower right here in the front. Make sure nobody steals it while I'm sleeping. Right. So we came into town, $57 at the last day of August here, and we are ending off with a little over $3,000. And we do have a trailer and a mower, and we made a nice little upgrade to the truck, basically kind of making it a forestry edition by having a headache rack on it, so we can put some logs up on top without having to worry about anything. Maybe we can start pulling somewhere around 3,000 to 4,000 a load now. Well, tomorrow's gonna be September 1st, and let's see what the day brings us. Now I'm gonna head in and have myself a snack. He said that there might be some turkey and cheese and bread in the refrigerator, and bacon and eggs for breakfast, and a pan, and it is a gas place, so I made myself some breakfast in the morning before I get out to work. So let's go ahead and do that now.